The mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to pricing psychology is they tend to look at what everybody else is doing. They go straight to market comparison. How does what I do compare to my biggest competitor? Or what is our biggest competitor charging? And, how can we be comparable? How can we be competitive? And this is one of the biggest mistakes. I want you to stop doing market comparison because it is a trap. And here's why it's a trap. A lot of the time when people do market comparison, what they do is that traditional little story that we often hear about, are you comparing apples with apples or are you comparing apples with oranges? And the real thing about it is often your buyers and the people that you're connecting with won't know the nuances and the details around what makes your service different from that of the competitor. And this ultimately comes back to the communication of your worth, of your value, whether your credibility and your authority, and how you're communicating that effectively. When we talk about comparing and contrasting, often when people go to market comparison and they start to look at all the things that everybody else is doing, they're not necessarily taking into account the behind the scenes in terms of what's involved. They're not necessarily looking to communicate the key differentials between what makes their service elite or next level compared to their competitors. And more importantly, what it does is it actually impacts your own psychology about the worth and the value and puts you into the trap of succumbing to a pricing conversation.